Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something in this life. The choices we make determine the lives we lead. And when it comes to choosing a partner, especially a woman who will walk with you through the storms and sunshine of life, you've got to look beyond the surface. Forget the glitter and the gold, seek something deeper. Seek a woman who has something real. Let me break it down for you. First, seek a woman with wisdom, not just knowledge, not just facts, but wisdom, the kind that comes from life lived, lessons learned, and scars earned. She doesn't just know how to move through life, she knows why to move through life the way she does. She can see the bigger picture, guide you when you're lost, and remind you what truly matters when the world tries to distract you. Second, look for a woman with strength, not just physical strength, but the kind of inner resolve that can weather the fiercest storms. Life is not always kind, my friends. It's not always fair. But a woman with strength, she'll stand tall when the winds howl, and she'll lift you up when you fall. She'll remind you of your own strength when you forget you have it. Next, seek a woman with kindness. Now, I'm not talking about niceness. Niceness is easy, and sometimes it's fake. Kindness, though, kindness is an act of courage. A kind woman sees your flaws and loves you anyway. She forgives, she nurtures, and she brings light into the darkest corners of your life. The world is hard enough, you need someone who softens it, not adds to the hardness. Then seek a woman with vision, a woman who dreams, who sees a future bigger than today, someone who inspires you to reach higher, to dig deeper, to become more than what you are. Her vision will pull you out of complacency and push you toward greatness. A woman like that doesn't just sit beside you, she walks ahead, blazing a trail for you to follow. And finally, seek a woman with love, real love, not the kind that's transactional or conditional, but the kind that flows from the soul. Love that sees you at your worst and still chooses you. Love that forgives, that heals, that grows. Love that lifts you up when the world tears you down. If you find a woman who loves like that, my friend, you found something worth more than gold. So when you're out there looking, don't let the world's shallow values guide you. Don't settle for the flashy, the fleeting, or the false. Seek these 5 things in a woman, and I promise you, you'll find someone who not only walks beside you, but helps you become the best version of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to reflect on something that goes to the heart of who we are, what we value, and how we live. Life is a journey, and the choices we make shape the paths we walk. Nowhere is this truer than in the relationships we build, especially in choosing a partner, a woman who will walk alongside us, not just for a moment, but through the highs and lows, the successes and struggles, the joy and the pain of life. Let me tell you, when you're making that choice, it's not about fleeting beauty, temporary charm, or shallow markers of success. No, my friends, it's about seeking the qualities that last, the ones that endure long after the shine fades and the noise quiets. A woman worth walking through life with is not just any woman. She's someone who possesses a foundation of values, character, and strength that will support not only her own journey, but yours as well. And today I want to talk to you about 5 qualities, 5 pillars, if you will, that you must seek in a woman. Let's take our time with this because this isn't something to rush. First and foremost, seek a woman with wisdom. Now, what do I mean by wisdom? It's not just knowing facts or being able to recite a book. Wisdom is about understanding life on a deeper level. It's the ability to see the world, people, and situations clearly, to discern what is true and meaningful amid the chaos. A wise woman is someone who has lived, learned, and grown through her experiences. She doesn't run from challenges, she learns from them. She can navigate the complexities of life because she understands its nuances. When you're lost, confused, or unsure, her wisdom will anchor you. She won't just give you advice, she'll give you perspective. She'll help you see the bigger picture when you're caught up in the small details. That's the kind of partner you need. Wisdom isn't loud or flashy, it's steady, quiet, and powerful. Now, let's talk about strength. Life will throw things at you: heartache, disappointment, failure, maybe even betrayal. There will be moments when you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. In those moments, you need someone beside you who can stand strong, someone who can face adversity with courage and determination. Strength in a woman isn't just about how much she can endure, it's about how she faces challenges. It's about how she refuses to crumble under pressure. It's about her ability to keep going when the road is rough, not just for herself, but for the people she loves. A strong woman isn't afraid to fight for what's right, to stand up for herself, or to support you when you're struggling. Her strength doesn't diminish yours, it amplifies it. Together, you become a team that can weather any storm. The third quality to seek is kindness. Now, some people mistake kindness for weakness. Let me tell you right now, kindness is not weak, it's one of the strongest forces in the world. Kindness is the ability to see others, their pain, their joy, their humanity, and respond with compassion. A kind woman will treat you with respect, patience, and understanding. She'll forgive your mistakes, encourage your growth, and celebrate your victories. She'll remind you that love isn't about perfection, it's about acceptance. And in a world that can be so harsh, so cold, her kindness will be a light in the darkness. A kind woman doesn't just make life easier, she makes it better. She brings warmth to your home, peace to your soul, and joy to your heart. Next, we come to vision. This is a big one. A woman with vision is a woman who dreams, who sees beyond the present moment and imagines a future filled with possibility. She doesn't settle for mediocrity, she strives for excellence. Her vision will inspire you. It will push you to grow, to aim higher, to become the best version of yourself. A woman with vision isn't content to stay where she is. She's always looking forward, always striving for more. And when you're with her, you'll find yourself doing the same. Her dreams will fuel your dreams. Her ambition will ignite your ambition. Together, you'll build a life that's not just good, but extraordinary. That's the power of vision. It transforms not just the person who holds it, but everyone around them. And finally, the most important of all, love. Real love. Genuine love. The kind of love that sees you for who you are, flaws and all, and chooses you anyway. The kind of love that isn't about what you can do for her, but about who you are to her. Love like that isn't easy to find, but when you do, it's worth everything. A woman who loves deeply will stand by you through thick and thin. She'll support you, believe in you, and fight for you. Her love will heal your wounds, calm your fears, and give you the strength to face anything. Love like that is a gift, and if you find it, you must cherish it with everything you have. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Denzel, that's a tall order. How am I supposed to find a woman who has all of that? Let me tell you, it's not about finding perfection, because no one is perfect. It's about looking for the right foundation. It's about recognizing these qualities even in their smallest forms and valuing them above all else. And let me say this, if you want a woman with these qualities, you've got to be the kind of man who deserves her. You've got to cultivate wisdom, strength, kindness, vision, and love in yourself. Because relationships are a partnership, a reflection of the energy and effort both people bring. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you on a journey tonight. A journey that isn't just about finding a woman, it's about recognizing the signs, the traits, the essence of someone who stands out. Not because of what they wear, not because of their Instagram feed, and certainly not because of what the world says they should be. No, this is about deeper values. You see, too often we look for the wrong things. We focus on the surface, the temporary, the fleeting. But let me tell you something, if you're seeking something real, something lasting, something that builds you up and makes you better, you've got to look deeper. You've got to look for the signs. And when I say signs, I'm not talking about the zodiac. I'm not talking about a fortune cookie or a horoscope. I'm talking about the marks of a truly remarkable woman. Because these signs, they're not flashy, but they're undeniable. They don't fade and they don't falter. The first sign, strength. And I'm not just talking about the kind of strength that gets headlines. I'm talking about inner strength. The kind of strength that keeps going when life throws curveballs. The kind of strength that holds a family together, that holds you together when you need it most. A strong woman is a force of nature. She doesn't break under pressure. She bends, she adjusts, and she comes back even stronger. You'll know this woman because she doesn't crumble when things get tough. She doesn't run away when the storms come. Instead, she faces them head on. She's not afraid to struggle because she knows struggle shapes character. And when you find a woman like that, you hold on. You honor her strength because it will inspire you to find your own. Now, the second sign, wisdom. And I don't just mean intelligence or knowledge, though those are important. I mean the kind of wisdom that comes from experience, from living life, from learning and growing. Wisdom isn't loud. It doesn't scream for attention. It speaks softly, but it carries weight. A wise woman can see what others miss. She can guide, nurture, and elevate everyone around her. You ever meet someone who just knows when to speak and when to listen, when to act and when to wait? That's wisdom. It's patience. It's understanding. It's knowing that not every battle needs to be fought. Not every word needs to be spoken. And when you're around a woman with that kind of wisdom, you feel it. It's calming, it's steadying, and it's invaluable. Now, let's talk about the third sign, compassion. Let me tell you, in a world that's often cold and indifferent, a compassionate woman is like a lighthouse in a storm. She doesn't just care, she feels. She feels your pain, your joy, your fears. She doesn't just sympathize, she empathizes. And compassion isn't weakness, don't get it twisted. Compassion is strength wrapped in kindness. It's the ability to love, to forgive, to heal. A compassionate woman can change the atmosphere in a room. She can bring hope where there was none. And when you find someone like that, you don't take it for granted. You honor it, you protect it, because compassion is a rare and precious thing. The fourth sign, integrity. Now, let me tell you something about integrity. It's not negotiable. It's not something you can fake, and it's not something you can buy. A woman with integrity is consistent. She doesn't change with the wind. She doesn't compromise her values for convenience. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when it's hard. It means standing up for what's right, even when it's not popular. A woman with integrity won't let you take the easy way out. She'll challenge you, push you, hold you accountable. And that's the kind of person you want in your corner, because integrity builds trust, and trust is the foundation of everything. And finally, the fifth sign, purpose. A woman with purpose is unstoppable. She knows who she is and she knows what she's here to do. She doesn't get distracted by the noise, by the opinions, by the doubts. She stays focused. She's driven not by ego, but by a sense of calling, of destiny. When you're around a woman with purpose, it's like being caught in a current. You feel her energy, her determination, her vision. And let me tell you, that kind of woman doesn't just change her life, she changes your life. She lifts you up, she pushes you forward, and she inspires you to find your own purpose. So, what am I saying tonight? I'm saying, don't settle. Don't settle for what looks good on paper or what the world tells you to want. Look for these signs. Seek the strength, the wisdom, the compassion, the integrity, and the purpose. Because when you find a woman with these signs, you found a treasure. You found someone who will walk through fire with you, who will build with you, who will build with you, who will love you in a way that transforms you. And that, my friends, is something worth seeking. Now go out there and look for the signs, not with your eyes, but with your heart. And when you find them, honor them, because a woman like that doesn't just change your world, she changes the world. Let's talk about vision. Let's talk about being intentional in the choices we make and the people we allow into our lives. And today, I want to focus on something that cuts deeper than appearances, deeper than chemistry, deeper than the fleeting moments we often mistake for something meaningful. Let me tell you something, it's not just about finding a woman, it's about recognizing the kind of woman who will inspire you, challenge you, and build with you. A woman whose presence in your life doesn't just compliment you, it elevates you. That's what I mean when I say seek a woman with 5 signs. These signs, they're not superficial. They're not temporary. They're markers of a rare and extraordinary spirit. The first sign is strength. And I'm not talking about physical strength, though that can be impressive. I'm talking about resilience, emotional, mental, and spiritual strength. Life will test you. There will be moments that make you want to give up, that push you to your limit. And when you're facing those moments, you need someone who won't fold under pressure. A strong woman isn't afraid of the storm. She's been through her own battles, her own heartbreaks, her own struggles. But she's still standing, she's still here. Her strength isn't in what she says, it's in how she lives. It's in how she handles the highs and the lows with grace and courage. She knows how to fight when it's time to fight, and she knows how to rest when it's time to heal. She'll be the one who holds you up when you feel like falling. She'll remind you of who you are when you forget. And she'll show you that strength isn't about being unshakable, it's about getting back up every single time you're knocked down. The second sign is wisdom. Now listen, wisdom isn't the same as knowledge. Knowledge is knowing a lot of things. Wisdom is knowing what to do with them. A wise woman has the ability to see what others can't. She knows how to navigate life's complexities with grace and clarity. She'll be the one who says, wait when you're ready to rush. The one who says, go when you're hesitating. A wise woman doesn't just react, she reflects. She knows that every decision has consequences, that every word carries weight. And because of her wisdom, she'll make you wiser too. But here's the thing about wisdom, it doesn't always come with age. It comes from experience, from reflection, from a willingness to learn and grow. A wise woman knows her worth, her boundaries, and her purpose. And when you find her, you'll feel it. She'll challenge you, guide you, and show you what it means to live with intention. The third sign is compassion. Now, this one is rare. In a world that's so quick to judge, to criticize, to tear down, a compassionate woman is like a breath of fresh air. She doesn't just see the world, she feels it. She feels its pain, its joy, its struggles. Compassion is more than just being kind, it's about action. It's about standing in someone else's shoes even when it's uncomfortable. It's about giving when you have every excuse not to. A compassionate woman will see your flaws and love you anyway. She'll forgive you when you don't deserve it, not because she's weak, but because she knows the power of grace. And let me tell you, compassion is contagious. When you're around someone who radiates it, it changes you, it softens you, it makes you better. And that's the kind of energy you want in your life. The fourth sign is integrity. Now, this one is non-negotiable. A woman with integrity is consistent. She's not swayed by trends or opinions. She knows who she is, and she stands firm in her values. Integrity means doing what's right, even when no one is watching. It means keeping your word, honoring your commitments, and living in a way that's true to who you are. A woman with integrity won't let you take shortcuts. She'll challenge you to rise higher, to be better, to live with honor. And here's the thing, integrity isn't always easy. It means making hard choices, saying no when it's tempting to say yes. But when you find a woman with integrity, you'll know you can trust her. You'll know that she's solid, reliable, and true. And trust me, that kind of woman is worth her weight in gold. The fifth and final sign is purpose. Purpose is what sets someone apart. It's the fire in their eyes, the passion in their heart, the drive that keeps them moving forward. A woman with purpose knows why she's here. She's not wandering aimlessly, she's on a mission. When you meet a woman with purpose, you'll feel it. Her energy is different. She's not focused on the small stuff, she's looking at the bigger picture. She's driven not by ego, but by a calling. And that kind of drive, it's inspiring. It pushes you to find your own purpose, to step into your own destiny. Now, let me say this, finding a woman with these 5 signs isn't about perfection. Nobody's perfect. But these signs, they're not about flawlessness. They're about character. They're about substance. They're about the kind of qualities that build a foundation that stand the test of time. So what do you do when you find a woman with these signs? You honor her, you respect her, you support her, because a woman like that doesn't just come into your life for no reason. She's there to help you grow, to challenge you, to make you better. And let me be clear, this isn't just about seeking these signs in someone else. It's about cultivating them in yourself, because strength recognizes strength. Wisdom recognizes wisdom. Compassion, integrity, and purpose, they're not just qualities to look for, they're qualities to live by. So as I close tonight, I leave you with this: don't settle. Don't compromise. Seek the woman who has these signs, not because you need her to complete you, but because together you can build something extraordinary. And when you find her, Don't just admire her from afar. Step up. Rise to the occasion. Because a woman with these 5 signs doesn't just deserve a good man, she deserves a great one. Be that man. Seek her. Honor her. And together, change the world. Thank you.